guys, it's Kylie and Zori back at the podcast.
Hey.
Today, I think we're going to do, the topic is going to be birth charts. I know we talk about it a little bit, but we haven't actually gone into, super depth on it.
Yeah. I'm a big tarot girl, so, I don't know a lot about... I know my big three and my Venus.
But, we do know our rest.
And I knew, I was going to say, I have the rest, but, I don't have them, memorized.
But also on...
and I don't necessarily know what they mean.
So, you can use any site you guys want to do your birth chart, but we are using Cafe Astrology. I find that one's pretty easy to navigate, and it's very descriptive. And I know a lot of people tend to use Cafe Astrology. You just go to Cafe Astrology, and then you can put in your birth time, birthplace, but you do need to know the exact birth time and birthplace. Then it gives you your whole natal chart.
They do have an option, though, where it says if you don't know your birth time, to click the little
birth
box.
Time.
Yeah. So it might be a little skewed, but overall your stuff should be the main ones.
The main three can be construed.
The ascending might be off, but your moon, and your sun are going to be accurate. If you don't know your birth time. So if you're adopted or something, just click that box and you'll just pretend that that's what it is.
Because literally, I was just with one of my friends the other day, and her birth time was a little off. So then her chart ended up being I'd realized that we were both actually, she was also a Sag rising. But she wasn't before when her, minutes were off. And I was oh, that's why that makes sense, why we're friends, because we're both Sag rising.
Time is definitely a big one. And then if you don't know, I think where you're born, too, because I used to be why are they asking where? But it makes sense because time is different in different places. If I was born in California, it would be 3 hours earlier than... You know what I mean?
Right.
So, time-wise, where the sun is.
Right, and where
the
all
sun
the other...
is in California still when it's set here.
Right.
So, it's
And where all the other planets are at that time as well.
Oh, yeah. So, I guess location matters, too. But if you don't know it, you can still have fun. Just pretend.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal.
So I think we talked about it a little bit. We've mentioned previously, I think, our big three.
Yeah. So, why don't we just right off the top of our heads say what we know about ourselves?
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to go through, I guess we didn't talk about it before, but do you want to go back and forth and kind of whatever, or do one person and then do the other
No, we can go back and forth so it's matched
both.
when we're
so we
talking
can
about
remember.
the different...
That makes sense. So with me, I'm a Scorpio.
And this is Zori speaking.
I'm a Scorpio. Virgo moon and Aquarius rising. My Venus is also Virgo, and I don't know anything else.
Okay. Well,
my North Node is Leo.
Okay.
I don't know what that even means, but my North Node is Leo.
You do know if you look at your chart that we have up, but off memorization, that's what you know.
Yes.
Okay, so then Kylie, I'm a Virgo sun, Leo moon, Sag rising, and then my Venus is in Libra. I think my Mercury is, my Mars is in Scorpio. Whatever one is ruling that planet. Mars or Mercury, I keep forgetting, is Scorpio.
Mars,
whatever one rules, I think it's Mars too. That my Mars is in Scorpio. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to remember, but we can just read it and figure it out as we're going. Acting like we don't have yours pulled up right now. You could just be my Venus is
I totally could. Right off the top of my head, though, I only know my North Node, my Venus, and my big three.
Isn't it weird that we know our Venus, both?
Well, because I was curious about Venus, because Venus is
how
love.
you want to be loved and
then
stuff.
North Node, I only know that because one time when I was looking at my whole chart, I was I don't have any Leo on my chart. And then I saw,
you were, kind of mad. You were
I was well, I was just, curious about it, because I was, trying to figure it out. I think somebody actually had posted, your North Node is, like, I mean, people do this all the time with astrology, which kind of makes me mad, but whatever. Well, they'll just pick, like, a random thing and be like, this is what you truly are. Because I remember that's how it was with the big three at first. It was like, oh, you think your sun is what you are? Well, it's actually your rising is what you are. It's like, you're all of it. Like, really. Yeah. But, so, yeah, the North Node, it was like, your North Node is, like, your true, like, what you're, like, whatever. So I was, like, looking it up, and I found out it was Leo.
Because bounce back to my North Node would be Virgo, which is the same as my sun.
Well, we're gonna figure it out here. That's the whole point. We're gonna put it all to rest. Right now, we have the astrology Bible by Judy Hall.
Our handy dandy notebook.
So we're gonna be using this handy dandy notebook, in conjunction with Astrology Cafe, to figure out what the fuck our birth chart means.
Yeah.
Right here and right now.
Right here.
So you're so lucky to be here with us. You're welcome. Truly.
So I guess...
So we're going to go back and forth. So what do you want to start with?
Do you want to talk about the sun first? Like, if people don't know what...
Yeah, let's just do it all. This is going to be a long podcast, so grab a snack.
I know everybody knows what their sun is for the most part now, like, by now. But to, like, actually know what your sun means, you might not. For starters, like, just to, like, break it down into, like, the basics of it, it's basically, like, your personality.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right? Like, it's more so, like, not how you come off to people, because I would say that's your rising.
Yeah.
But more so your personality, your ego a little bit, too, maybe?
Yeah. Your ego, I think that's the ego. Yeah. Your sun is the ego.
Yeah. So, if
which
you
makes a lot of sense.
Look at it in the Astrology Bible, we could, it might be somewhere in the beginning of the... I think it's somewhere in the beginning when it's, like, talking about...
the zodiac. But I know that they kind of talk about the sun and, like, another one. So, hang on. Let me just check.
Just a brief pause.
I should have marked these pages ahead of time. It's fine.
It should be in the beginning.
It's maybe right not. Here, but I wasn't sure if there was, like... Because it talks about the sun.
Oh, the
south.
I
want to talk about what this...
Okay,
the sun, and then we can go back to these and, like, talk about what they are. So, the sun is the south. It says in the book, the eternal spirit encircles the divine spark that resides in everyone, giving life and symbolizing the self and ego. So, we were right about that.
Yeah.
Leo is the ruler of the sun, or whatever.
Makes
that's what
sense,
it says.
Because the ego.
Yeah. It says detriment is Aquarius. Couldn't tell you what that means.
Detriment?
I guess maybe that's whatever. Fall is the Libra. I don't fucking know. Keywords: life force, consciousness, power, creative, principle, vitality, potential, individuality, self-identity, self-expression, self-integration, recognition, the father.
The father. It's the moon.
Yeah,
mother.
so cute. Yeah, low key.
Okay, cool. So...
Okay, so to each, I have Scorpio open, but let me get Virgo found. That way we don't have to.
And we can just
there we go.
Briefly.
Yeah, so let's just go over Virgo. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
Because it's yours.
Okay, so where's the sun part? Where am I reading?
Well, it's just talking about the Virgo in general. So that's why we read the sun. So the sun is about the self. So this is what your self and ego would be since it's under Virgo.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think of, like, because I don't want to read the whole thing of it.
Right.
Right? It's a little bit lengthy.
I think maybe just this chunk and then, like, the rulers and then maybe, I guess, personality.
And then maybe just appearance.
Just skim it,
okay. So Virgo's the maiden. The glyph for Virgo represents a maiden holding an ear of wheat, symbolizing the productive nature of the sign. So the dates are 23rd of August to the 22nd of September. The ruler of it is Mercury. The natural house is the 6th. The quality is mutable. The element is earth. The polarity is negative. The exaltation is Mercury. The fall, I don't know those.
Couldn't tell you what that is.
The fall is Venus, Neptune. The detriment is Jupiter, Neptune. The keywords are service, discrimination, analysis, efficiency, perfectionism, conscientious, purity, fruitfulness, facitis. Facitis? Facitis? Fastidious.
I can't.
Submissive, modest, efficient, nitpicking, pedantic, narrow-minded.
Yeah.
So, the appearance would be Virgos almost always well-groomed, radiating efficiency. The body is slender, gestures are economical, and the hairstyle orderly. The stance is attentive, ready to serve. Many Virgos wear uniforms of one kind or another. When not in uniform.
Just like in general.
Virgo. Yeah, like what?
Like they just wake up and put on a uniform.
Not I.
Like...
Virgo opts for stylish, functional clothes that won't date. Colors are matched and coordinated. The personality is quiet and self-contained. The Virgo personality is an extremely efficient one. Virgo always has matters under control. The fact that all the other signs rely on this can make Virgo something of a workaholic. Selfless and imbued with an instinct to serve, it's hard not to comply. Virgo likes things to be just right, and this has a price. This sign can be a critical personality, and failure is not tolerated. Excessive worry can result in nervous exhaustion. Virgos embody a strong conflict between the natural sensuality of a fruitful earth sign and an innate desire for purity. Part of the Virgo personality is always kept untouched and virginal. The maiden's other aspect is voluptuous and fecund. When inhibitions are lowered, this personality reveals a fondness for pleasures of the flesh that can lead to a crisis of conscience later.
Interesting.
Very, back and forth.
Yeah.
Very, like, I forget what that's
I feel like that gave me a better understanding of, like, my moon sign of just, like...
Oh, yeah, because
how it really mixes with Scorpio, like, is very interesting.
Right.
Sometimes I can't tell which one is which. Like, when it's coming out, I'm like, is that my Scorpio or something?
Right. Okay, so now find your Scorpio.
I think it was...
Oh, boy. Oh, wait. A minute. There you go.
Okay. So... I'm the Scorpion. The sting in a scorpion's tail is implied by the barbed gilf. The arrow also suggests the transcendent transcendent nature of the sign. Okay, going up.
Okay.
The dates are 23rd of October through the 21st of November. Ruler is Mars and Pluto. Natural house, the 8th house. Polarity negative, element water. Fall and exaltation, I don't know what that means, guys, but...
I'm gonna, Google it while you're reading.
But, exaltation is Uranus, fall is the moon, and the detriment is Venus. Oh, okay. All right.
Weakened positions.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The planets in weakened positions.
So that makes
within
sense.
A birth
like,
chart.
if you look at, like, if Uranus is in, like, retrograde, would that mean that, like, that affects me negatively, specifically?
Oh, probably. That's probably
that
why
makes
they
sense.
say. What was the other one? Fall and what?
Fall and detriment. Keywords: transformation, intensity, mastery, magnetism, penetration, power, sexuality, secrets, destruction, mysterious, suspicious, covert, trauma, self-destruction, vindictive, resentment, and controlling.
Why is trauma one of your words?
Not it being a keyword. Trauma.
A planet is said to be in detriment or exile when it is positioned in the zodiac sign opposite the sign it rules.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
So, like, would it be like that and that? Like,
I guess
that the
so,
opposite,
yeah.
right? When it's across
Oh,
from
yeah.
it?
Well, what's the opposite of mine? What does it say? Is this...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
They just took off the arrow for what? Taurus? Well, that doesn't make sense. Because it says that mine is Venus. Or wait, what? Me just already not knowing.
I mean...
It doesn't, like, have signs.
No, that might
it
just...
has, like,
no, that might
planets,
be... No, it might have to be your personal one. Like,
yeah.
When you're...
Okay, so appearance. Scorpio has dark, brooding eyes and an intense gaze. The body is strong, subtly magnetic, and the gaze gives nothing away. Hair and complexion are often dark, A sleek power wardrobe puts the gloss on a generally impressive effect. Wait, sorry. Okay, anyway. Personality. Charismatic Scorpio is difficult to get to know and prefers it that way. The fact that Scorpio maintains an air of secrecy only adds to the Scorpion's dangerous charm. This is a highly intuitive personality that understands other people very well, instinctively picking up on any feelings they try to hide. With a desire for power paramount, Scorpio does not hesitate to use knowledge gained through insight to manipulate people for his or her own ends. This sign goes where other signs fears to tread. Scorpio is traditionally the most sexual and the most intense sign of the
Traditionally.
Oh god, there's all these other ones. Strengths, weaknesses, emotions, but we're gonna get into it later.
Yeah.
Whatever. So that's our sun signs.
To the moon.
So the moon, let's go into...
Does the moon also have a separate section?
Yeah,
that you were reading before last time, right? The small little paragraphs in each of the...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, hang on. If I go... Yeah, actually, if we just go... Oh my god, right here. The sun throughout the signs. This is what it was. Okay, I figured it out.
Okay.
I was like, what the hell? Okay, so yours, Virgo. Virgo sun is competent self-expression, practical, perfectionist, analytic, productive, functional, and organized. The sun in Virgo is committed to committed and unperturbed by setbacks. Scorpio, secretive self-expression, intense perspective, mysterious, passionate, and powerful. The sun in Scorpio continues regardless of setbacks and is focused on tasks. Okay, so moon.
This is so much easier.
I know. I was like, I remembered, but I thought it wasn't there. I don't know why. Okay. The moon through the signs.
Well, wait. We explain what the moon is first? So the moon is your emotional.
This will get easier as we go, guys.
Yeah.
So the moon, the eternal feminine, the crescent of soul takes on form, linking spirit with matter and creating the womb container of life. Rules Cancer. And
makes sense.
Yeah, which totally makes so much sense. Detriment is Capricorn, exaltation Taurus, fall Scorpio.
So
it did say something about
the
that
detriment
online.
Being Capricorn.
It did say
the
something.
Opposite, right?
I don't.
Which totally makes sense if
Yeah.
Capricorn's the opposite of Cancer.
Yeah,
Like
no, that makes a lot.
makes
That
sense.
makes a lot of fucking sense. Just not giving a fuck, hurting
Yeah.
everybody's feelings.
Right, exactly.
Keywords: emotional reactions, feelings, instincts, fluctuation, receptivity, reflection, habits, childhood, response, cycles, the mother maternal instinct, the past, ancestral inheritance, the subconscious, moods. The moon is traditionally associated with motherhood and pregnancy. Anyway.
Okay.
Do you want to read yours?
Sure. So, the moon through the signs. My moon is in Leo. So, emotionally proud, generous, confident, dominant, playful, and self-indulgent. The moon in Leo needs to feel special and dislikes being put down or ignored. I feel targeted.
I want to read mine now. Okay. Moon in Virgo, because I have a Virgo moon. Emotionally fastidious. I don't know. Inhibited, self-critical, altruistic, and lacking confidence. I'm like shook. The moon in Leo. Oh wait. Why am I reading Leo? Oh no, it's right under. Okay. The moon in Virgo analyzes feelings, has integrity, and needs to be valued for services rendered. I mean, true.
True.
Okay. So what's
the
next?
next
Ascending?
one. Well,
That's not a planet.
it might not be the same order. But I guess the
So the
ascendant.
rest of these are planets. So I'm going to try to find the ascending. Ascendant. Ascendant. Okay. So rising is Aquarius. So here it says, well, it doesn't give that much info. Oh, well, first of all, it says your ascending is keywords self-awareness, individuality, appearance, adaptation, reaction, embodiment, boundaries, meeting the environment. So really this is like the face you wear to other people.
The
like,
picture to them.
yeah, it shows like a mask on like a stick So essentially, your rising sign, if it could be anything, is like, if I would describe it as anything, it's like if somebody first met you, what they might think or might see.
That's so true.
If somebody watched you like across the room and saw how you behaved with other people, how they might think.
That's so
that
true.
You are. Yeah, so basically you on a surface level.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Well, you on a surface level, but then also you on like a really deep level. So I feel like it's like surface level, and then it's like maybe your sun sign in the middle, and then also really deep level.
Yeah, I think it does kind of go a little bit deeper than just surface, but like what people see as the surface. But like it does, because like my rising, I feel like, is all throughout my personality.
Right.
So it is deep, but also like when you see me on the surface, first when I was like, oh, Aquarius, like I don't really know. And then I like found out more about Aquarius, and I was like, if I had to remove myself from the situation and guess what I probably would like guess.
Yeah.
Like Aquarius
right,
is
that
like,
would be like my second guess.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I'm like, and that's if you don't like really know me, right? So I'm like, because I'm thinking like, oh, I think about other signs that I would be if I wasn't a Scorpio, but none of those are like if you knew me really. All of those are like if you knew me really well. Whereas like if you just see me, like if you almost, I would say your rising is like maybe what you come across as on Instagram,
right? Stop,
because that's like what you put out there, like, you know what I mean?
Because I was gonna say that your sun sign is more of like you're kind of like serious, like adult, like kind of like honed in, like like for me, like Virgo, it's like
and your first like thoughts, I would say, like kind of
detail oriented,
rather than your like behind
but
thoughts.
I feel like my rising is kind of like my like what's the word, like not kid like, but like if I had no worries or cares, that would be like my
very
passion.
Just like LOL. Yeah, like I don't know how to explain it other than that.
My rising being in Sagittarius is very like traveling is my passion. So, and traveling like goes a lot hand in hand with like exploring. Sagittarius is very like explore, travel, create, like all that shit. And I feel like that's like my passion. So I like super connect with that on that level, rather than Virgo being like analytical, like how do I get there? Yes,
exactly.
Like how do I get to be
able to that comes have the later, money to travel? But really like what you want is so like so for me, when I think of Aquarius, like Aquarius is like the hardest sign for me to like understand right off the bat. Me too. For me, like general. Anybody that like, it was always when I would try to guess somebody's sign and I just literally couldn't. I had no idea what they were. They always ended up being an Aquarius. And if you look at like the list of like famous Aquariuses, they're all like completely different people. That's like so funny. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously they're different people, but like you wouldn't guess they would be all in the same group, but individually it all makes sense. That they're like, if that makes sense. Like Aquarius, I kind of just called it like, which sounds like an insult, but it's not at all. I called it the miscellaneous sign because it really just felt like a mixed bag. Like if you threw like traits from everything in a bag and shook it up, like, so what do you get when that happens? A lot of times a fucking weirdo. Yeah. Which is like, what did I always, I feel like my Aquarius comes out in the way that I like, a lot of times when I dress up super fancy, like, or super fancy to me, like, I have a picture on my Instagram of me in like a cow dress and then like a orange mock neck underneath. I feel like it's just so weird and it just screams like Aquarius. Yeah. And the way I'm like, oh, I just want like taxidermy and like teeth in my house. Like, like it's, I feel like it just comes off like weird. Yes. So, that's so funny. And I feel like when you first meet me and I'm just kind of like, what? Like that, I feel like it just makes so much fucking sense. Because I don't come off like crazy super serious when you first meet me at all. That's so funny. You like get in. So I'm like,
Ava's also an Aquarius rising.
Oh really? Yeah. That fucking checks out, dude.
And her sun is a Pisces, but she's cusping because she's February 19th. And it's weird in February because the month is like so shorter. So she's like on the cusp date of Aquarius and Pisces. Oh, okay. Like she's on
it's her rising.
She's on the first day of Pisces. Yeah. So like I call it.
Yeah, I see that.
And then Aquarius rising,
Okay, so ascendant. You said you're Sagittarius, right? Yes. Okay, so you see the world as an exciting place to explore. That's fucking checks out. I'm Aquarius. Sees a different world.
Sees a different world.
I just see a different world. Funny. Like
that's why is that both what we just described?
Literally not. No further explanation other than sees a different world.
That's so weird.
I'm living in a different world.
No, literally. Okay. Though. I always said that Aquarius is kind of like live in space.
Own little world.
Like very just like.
Very much. what do I always say about, like, the delusion thing?
Yeah.
Not that, like, everybody can't do that, but I definitely highlight that in my life a lot. Like, I'm very much just, like, what... Like, I always say, like, before... This is so random, but I feel like it checks in with this, where it's, like...
I also have 2 Aquarius.
Like, right before I, take a test, I'm always, like... No matter how much I study, no matter how much I think I'm gonna fail, right before I take a test, I'm like, well, good thing I already know all the answers.
Yeah.
And then I put a smile on my face, and I go in, and I'm like, yeah, the test was, like, perfectly made just for me. And I always take a better test after that, so
that's
whatever.
Good. No, get in that mindset.
Yeah.
So the next one is your Mercury.
Your Mercury. Okay, so we're going back. I'm kind of, like, holding the place so we don't, like, have to...
That's okay. I'm kind of just following the...
So I'll just kind of, like...
I'll
just read it so we don't have to pass it back and forth.
Okay.
So Mercury, the messenger.
Ooh.
Okay, so keywords. I'm going to read the keywords instead of, like, the gilf, because I think they give a better understanding. So the rulers of, or Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Mm-hmm. Detriment is Sagittarius, exaltation Virgo, fall is Pisces.
Okay.
Do we know what this means? I still don't really know what it means.
Somebody might who's...
I know. If you know what it means, please leave a comment. Keywords. Communication, travel, learning, knowledge, mind, thought, reason, logic. Okay, so Mercury is giving, like...
It's communication planet, right? Or is that
Mars?
Yeah,
it says the messenger.
The messenger, okay. Communication
But
planet.
it kind of, if you look at what it rules, which is Virgo and Gemini, it makes a lot of fucking sense.
Right.
It rules...
And when Mercury's in retrograde.
Dude, bitch.
That's why I know it is the communication planet, because when Mercury is in retrograde, communication gets, like...
Speech, gossip, trickster, and expressive, memory, intellect, perception, cunning, eloquence. Yeah, it's all, like, thinking and, like, it's giving, like, dark academia vibes.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's read ours.
So your Mercury is in Sag.
Okay, wait. Yeah, I have, like, 5 Sag placements that I always, like, forget about. So my Mercury's in Sag. What is that?
Sag placements are so fun.
So, oh, God. This is already, like, the first 2 words, like, ride me for filth. Philosophical communication. Broad-minded, tactless, with the potential for bigotry or hypocrisy. Okay. Mercury in Sagittarius craves intellectual challenge and seeks the answers to life's big questions. What do you think about that?
No, literally, it makes sense. It literally does.
Like, I'll stop saying it makes sense for me, and I'll ask you what you think of it.
Guess what my Mercury's in?
What?
Virgo. It rules it. No, I literally have...
Wait, that's kind of scary.
I have multiple planets that rule... Wait, how am I saying this? I have multiple planets in my chart where the sign that's in it is the
one
ruler.
that's ruled by it. Oh my God, that's like
it's
a
weird.
lot of...
I have like 3.
I feel like the more I get into astrology, the more I realize like the people around me make so much sense.
Yeah.
Like, when I started to get into like big 3 and my friends did, and then I started asking them, I was like, I have so many Virgos around me.
Right.
And my moon is Virgo, so I'm sitting here like,
and then
that's
you're like
how
connecting the dots.
And I have a friend that she's a Virgo, and then her moon is a Scorpio, and I'm a Scorpio, so and my moon's a Virgo. And I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. And I do have like a lot of Sagittarius, or like sprinkle Sagittarius, but like I have people I'm definitely drawn to, and other signs where I'm like, I've interacted with a lot, but I'm like, the main people around me have very similar, or like big 3s in general, in like there. So so main logical communication for you for Mercury. And philosophical communication for
That's
me.
what is... Oh, okay.
Which are very similar. No, we did.
Oh, no, we didn't.
I'll read it again.
No, we didn't.
I think we... Okay.
I said, guess what? My Mercury's in Virgo.
Okay, logical communication, quick-witted and witty, analytical, perceptive, orderly, rational, discriminating, and overly critical. Mercury and Virgo can get bogged down in the detail.
Yeah.
I feel like ours aren't too far off.
No, they're not. They're pretty similar.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
The Venus one is next.
Oh, okay. Yep, and it's next in the thing, too.
Oh, cool.
Perfect. Okay, so Venus, keywords. Relatedness, love, lust, sociability, desire, aesthetics, attraction, eroticism, female sexuality, harmony, charm, vanity, intimacy, rivalry, beauty, gratification, lavishiousness, whatever, voluptuous.
Voluptuous.
Okay,
so wait. So the Venus
It's
if you
sex
guys,
and love.
yes. So how I know this sign, like all over social media, it's like your Venus is like how you want to be loved. Like whatever sign it falls in.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at your, like, this can help with, like, if you're in a relationship and you're like, oh, like, how do I like to be loved? Like, I don't really know. Or, like, how can you love your partner?
Exactly.
By knowing each other's signs and reading the description on it really can figure out, like, what you need to, like, feel loved or how you can give that love. I'm gonna guess, because your Venus is in Virgo. So I'm gonna guess that you like nerds and stuff. That you want to be wooed by, like, poetry and, like,
oh my gosh,
philosophical. Like, you want them to be smart and you want them to, like, quote shit out of books and poetry, and, like, you just, like, want to go on, like, library dates and museum dates. Like, very, because I'm like, I already know that, like, my Virgo's my sun and I like that shit. So I'm just putting it into, like,
what's your
how
Venus?
you would want to be
and
loved.
I'll guess.
Libra.
Okay, Libra. Oh my god. Okay, from what I know about Libra, I always think about Libra as being, like, also, I feel like Leo and Libra are, like, sister
They're very,
signs.
yes.
They feel very similar. Libra just feels
even
like...
though I tell people that and they're like, no, I'm like,
no,
it is.
I'm
it
like,
is.
Libra feels like there's so many people that I would have guessed would be Leos and end up being Libras. And the difference, I feel like, is just maybe a little bit more, like, groundedness than, like...
You think the Libra's more grounded, right?
Like,
the
almost.
balance.
I don't know if grounded's the right word, but maybe just, like, logical.
Definitely
a little
less
bit more
egotistical.
Like,
less about themselves.
But they very much come off with that, like...
Yes.
But, like, for example,
like they're
Kim
more
Kardashian, I always was like, she has to be a Leo. She ended up being a Libra.
Yeah.
And I was like, that kind of makes sense, because when it comes down to it, like, she can, like, fucking figure the shit out.
Right.
And is super, like, logical about stuff.
Libras are very smart.
Oh, yeah.
For the most part.
Leos, not to talk shit about Leos either, but it's just
wrong.
in a different way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, no, for you, I would guess that just means, like, I don't know.
It is
like, I feel like seeing, like, if I had to guess, which I totally could be wrong, but this is why we're doing this, I would feel like definitely outward expressions of, like, love, of, like, kind of, like, weirdly, I know it's, like, traditional, but something along the lines of, like a big, like, sending flowers to, like, where you work for whatever reason. Oh my god, really? Because I feel like that feels like it's not you, but if I was guessing based off Libra, I feel like a Libra would eat that up. Like, you get, like, a flower sent to your work, and it's like, oh my god, all these flowers, they're for you, Kai. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. So
like,
if I'm correct, it's like... It's a couple things. So, like, words of affirmation.
Oh, yeah,
like,
for sure.
Tell me how much you love me. And then it's acts of, like, service.
Oh,
and, like, super over
that
the
makes
top.
Sense. That
super
makes
over the
lot
top,
of
like,
sense.
presence. Like, super, like, make a big deal about how you love me.
Yes.
Because,
that is
like,
what I'm thinking. And then mixed with your moon being Leo, you're, like, emotionally and sexually, like, you better make it a big deal.
It's tough. Like,
I love that.
I put the high standards. Like, I'm like, oh my god, for being proposed, like, it needs to be this.
It's so weird because I feel like I have that,
and, like,
wait, is this Venus? I feel like I have that, but in a different way, where it's, like, super high standards, but not for, like, the outward. It's, like, the inward.
Yes.
So it's, like, so interesting. Okay, so we'll read ours. I'll start with you since you go. I go first. Okay, so mine. Venus and Virgo, desires perfection, reserved, sensuous, controlled, and critical of his or her partner.
Desires perfection.
Venus and Virgo overanalyzes feelings, falls cautiously in love, and is attracted to the perfect partner. If that's not me, I don't know how to, like, really I think, what did it say? It said overanalyzes feelings. Anytime I've had any situation with anybody, I've asked myself, like, a million times, I'm like, are you in love with them?
Yeah.
Do you like them?
No, that's
Do you like them? And I'm
like,
no, I don't think I like them. And I'm like, okay, we'll check again tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
You're like,
literally, last week I swear I liked them.
Yeah.
This week it's feeling a little weak.
Yeah, no, seriously.
That's so funny.
Libra desires a significant other. Charming, accommodating, romantic, unrealistic, and self-indulgent. Venus in Libra falls easily in love and is attracted to a charmer. Oh my god. I mean, that makes sense. A charmer, what is more charming than sending flowers to your job?
Yeah, which is funny because before I knew, like, my, before I knew my Venus was in Libra, I was, like, oddly attracted to Libras. But I didn't know why, because I was like, where does that make sense on my chart? I was like, it doesn't line up with
Libras
anywhere in my chart.
Very charming.
Right. And then I was like, oh. I was like, oh, my Venus in Libra.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, okay, that's where it makes sense of where it's coming from.
No, that does make sense.
Okay. Next is Mars.
Okay, let's go Mars. Okay, so Mars. Keywords: will, action, assertion, aggression, virility, self-preservation, lust, passion, male sexuality. Oh, so Mars would be... Oh, that makes sense. That's the opposite to Venus. So Venus is like the
beauty,
the female sexuality, whereas like Mars is the male sexuality, which makes sense. This is the male sign, and Venus
which is
the
scary
female sign.
Of what my Mars is.
So it's the more dominant.
Yours is scary too.
Mine is okay. So I don't even know
Ours
yet.
are both in scary.
But
signs.
I'm gonna tell you what. Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and so is Aries, which is already scary. Detriment, Libra, exaltation, Capricorn, fall, Cancer. That makes sense. If it's like the opposite of anything, like.
So wait, Capricorn, fall, Cancer.
No, Cancer, fall.
Oh,
exaltation, Capricorn.
Or just which I still have to figure that.
I know.
out.
I still
I just
know what
said
that
it too. And
I'm just
remember.
putting it out there. So if we listen to this or whatever, we can figure it out. But yeah, will, action, assertion, machismo, vigorous, so if you think of Mars, you need to think of like a gym bro. Like, absolutely, like flexing on Instagram.
You're gonna die now
like
at
what
it's...
Because even look at this face, the guy in the picture. Like,
you're gonna laugh so hard when you find out what ours are.
Okay, so do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
I'll tell you what yours is in. I'll tell you what mine is in.
Okay.
Yours is in Capricorn.
Oh.
Which is also
Not the
like a bro
exaltation being
fucking sign.
I'm fucking...
Like, Capricorn is so, like, aggressive.
Okay, so Capricorn, Mars and Capricorn, ambitiously assertive. You know what? Me already having something to say.
Is it wrong?
No, before I even continue... I do pride myself on being somebody who is so unafraid of confrontation. Like, if I am uncomfortable, that doesn't mean I'm going to go and, like, bite somebody's head off. Yeah. But if I'm, like, you know, your dishes have been in the sink for a week, which is, like, something, like, at school, I'll literally be like, hey, can you do your dishes by the end of the night? And my friends will be like, yeah. And it's because I'm healthy.
Yes.
But definitely, like, there's these things in the signs where it's like, I'm like, it's there. I just... have control over it because I'm healthy.
Very assertive. Capricorns are
so ambitiously assertive. Hell, fucking yeah. I've walked into a place and handed them my resume and been like, "When can I start?" So okay, determined, practical, and relentless with a powerful sex drive, for sure. Mars and Capricorn cannot tolerate incompetence and is attracted to success.
That's so
God, that makes so much fucking sense. So this is the yin and yang, really, of sex, is your Mars and your Venus. They're like the yin and yang.
Right.
So on the soft side, I'm like, you need to check all these boxes and like, you need to, like, that's my feminine sexuality. Which really checks out. And then when it gets to, like, the domineering part of, like, sex, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna, which is what, I've literally, so many stories, or it's just like, yeah.
But mine's not adding up.
Until we read it.
So, because my Venus was in Libra, which is, in my opinion, a slutty fucking sign. Like, I know so many Libras who are just, like, super flirty and super, like, whatever. But, and so I rule this one again. My Mars is in Scorpio.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which is also a sexual sign. So what's happening?
Wait.
The
rest might make it make sense,
balance
though.
to calm that down is the Virgo that the many Virgos I have in my chart.
Because to have Libra in Scorpio is kind of crazy. But also to have Virgo and Capricorn, it makes sense why I'm like,
yeah,
I'm just like, I won't have sex with anybody, but also like
that also balances as well.
It does, but because the Virgo's like, bitch, keep you in line.
A little bit crazy with the Libra and the Scorpio. I've ruled both of these planets.
So Scorpio, powerfully assertive.
Yep, same.
Okay, attractive, sexy, unstoppable, jealous, energetic.
Oof.
And with a strong libido. Mars in Scorpio steamrollers the opposition and is attracted to enigmatic partners. I forget
what that word means.
It's like just a mystery. Like mysterious. Yeah. Enigmatic is like mysterious. Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It really gets me there.
Yeah.
it really does it.
Damn. So, yeah, that's so interesting to think of, like, your Mars and the Venus as, like, the yin and yang of your sex drive. Because, like, one is, like, the more masculine, one's the more, like, feminine.
But both of those signs being,
like, so strong.
Like,
because mine is
super sexual, in my opinion. Both those signs are.
Yeah.
But then I have, like, multiple Virgos. I have 4 Virgos.
You might have other Virgos that are stopping the rest of...
Yeah, because I have 4 other Virgos.
Because, like, for me, like, I consider myself super sexual, but it's, like, I also don't have sex a lot, and I think that's... all of Virgo, like, in those placements...
The Virgo's,
is, like... It's, like... My brain is, like...
Tell me the Virgo's, like, the frontal lobe.
No, literally. No, that's what I'm feeling. Because I'll be, like, oh, like... I always say, like, in a perfect world, I'm having sex all the time. But... these people don't live up to my standards. I'm like...
That's so funny. The Virgos literally
oh my God.
like
I literally have talked about it before. I'm like, do you know how painful it is to be, like, a picky slut? Because it's like, oh my God, I just want to, like, fuck all the time. But then it's like, no, because, like, you're not cool enough. Like, you're just not... I can't have a one-night stand. It's just not
so
happening.
Funny.
That's so interesting.
It's the healthy balance.
Okay, so
the
next
one
is Jupiter. Okay. Keywords. Expand... This face. Why? He's so happy. Like okay, so Jupiter, your Jupiter is expansion, optimism, good fortune, faith, philosophy, ritual, hope, knowledge, excess abundance, luck, travel, inflation, creative visualization, generosity, wastage, cornucopia, opulence, generosity. Wait, it already said that. Not saying generosity twice.
It really wants to hone in.
So it's very much... Jupiter is one of the largest planets. I
think that might be my favorite planet. I like that description.
It's such a big planet, too. Oh my God, it's beautiful. So essentially, if I had to say it in, like, a sentence, I'd say Jupiter is just, like, all the vibes and opportunities.
Yeah.
Like, all the places. Oh, all the places you can go.
Yours is a pretty good one.
Okay. What is
I feel like yours is in Aries, so I feel like it's very, like...
That makes a lot of fucking...
grab the bull by the horns.
But also, like, all over the place.
Yeah.
Like spastic. Okay. What is yours?
Aquarius.
Interesting.
Which I don't really know what that means again.
Yeah.
Because Aquarius confuses me.
All over the place, honestly.
So, like...
Okay, so Aries. Jupiter in Aries. Expansion... Oh, wait. I didn't talk about it. It's not really relevant. Okay. Expansion through challenge. Headstrong. It's just like I really feel like it's one of those things where I'm a very logical person where a lot of times I'll look at this stuff and be like, I believe in it, but I'll also be like, it could also not be true. And then it's like I go and read it and I'm like, how would it not be true? Because I don't even know what this shit means, and it's literally reading me for Phil. It's like, anyway, expansion through challenge, headstrong, willful, and often over the top. Jupiter in Aries views life as an endless opportunity to grow.
Well, that's good.
Forever a learner. That's good. Always what I say.
Expansion and challenge, so because I definitely crack in challenge. I'm definitely like, when I get overwhelmed, I'm like
looking for a challenge. That's where like the philosophical communication.
But I do also like it, but it also stresses me out.
I don't know what it is.
So mine is in Aquarius.
Yours is in Aquarius.
I have no idea what it's about.
So expansion through. This is funny because this has come up before for you. Expansion through helping humanity.
Oh,
tolerant and far-sighted, but prone to eccentricity, which is like the weirdness.
Eccentric, yeah.
Jupiter in Aquarius is attracted to the causes.
The causes.
So interesting.
So is that why I'm so obsessed with conspiracy theories and how this world is just...
Yeah. I think very much that comes up for you, but in a different way than this is like explaining.
So what does it mean if I'm attracted to the causes?
I think the way it's explaining it, it's like the first thing I would think of is like movements or like protests or like whatever, things like that. But that's not the only things that are like causes. Right. So that might come out in just, like, a different way for you. I don't know for sure.
I do have a very, like, not that I've ever, like, protested before, but I do have a very, like, I would love to change the world for the better, but, like, I just haven't, like, obviously, like, done major things, but I definitely, like, wish things could be different, like, certain things. Like, I wish everyone was more spiritual. I wish, like, the government wasn't like that. You know what I mean? There's things like that. Yeah. Where I'm like, So,
that makes sense.
I mean, I can see that.
Yeah, maybe we need to, like, further go into that, because it's there, and it keeps coming up.
What's it called? Like, raising the vibration of the planet.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay, this is a new old man.
Are we in Saturn?
On this page, yeah.
Yes, we are.
This is
a new old man.
Yeah, this is a new old man.
Why are they all old?
He's
Why
mad,
is he
though.
scary?
I don't know. Not them just, like, putting this fact, Saturn is bounded by its rings. Like, okay, Ben. like I didn't know.
Putting Saturn down?
Anyway. So, it's ruled, it rules Aquarius and Capricorn. Detriment is Cancer, exaltation Libra, fall is Aries. Keywords: limitation, control, consolidation, structure, boundaries, thrift, conservation, strength, discipline, direction, wisdom, resilience, karma, the shadow. Oh, the shadow. The shadow.
It's the karma.
That makes sense. Self-condemnation, time, fear, denial, hardship, responsibility, mentor. It's a
karma planet too.
It says karma. Yeah.
And the shadow.
If I could pick a tarot card that this immediately, like, popped up in my brain. None of them did for the rest, but maybe I should start doing that from now on, because this is reminding me of, like, the Emperor card. Oh. Which I have my cards, so I probably should. But whatever. It's basically just, like, this guy that looks like a fucking dick. And looks like he has a stick up his ass. Like,
literally this guy.
Very much him, but, like, yeah, it's very, like, intimidating, of more, like, I'm gonna overpower you, like, whatever. So, it's giving me that vibe.
So, and it says shadow, right? Does this also mean, like...
I'm assuming, like, the shadow self.
You're dealing with your shadow self? Yeah.
I feel like this is what your shadow self is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh my God. Okay, what's our Saturn?
Yours is in Taurus.
Oh God.
Which I wouldn't even know, like, what guess. Like,
and then yours?
Aries.
Oh, right next to each other.
I feel like you can already guess that, like, I'm dealing with the anger.
Okay, so for yours, Saturn and Aries. This placement holds natural impulsiveness in check.
Oh, okay. In check.
Wait, this placement holds natural impulsiveness in check, frequently resulting in frustration, but also providing the discipline to move forward once motivated. Interesting.
Once, like, dealing with the shadow side of it?
Yeah. Okay, and then Taurus. This placement provides dogged determination in enormous tenacity. The feelings are tightly controlled and progress is made cautiously. All my fucking signs are like, you fucking get the work done. And it's just so annoying, because it's like, I definitely do, but, like, that side of myself, I told my mom, I was like, it's so funny, because, like, if you give me this challenge, like, I'll fucking rise to the occasion, and then afterwards I'll be like, I don't even know where that fucking came from. Yeah. Because in my brain all the time I'm just like, I'm just, like, having just, like, a good time, and I'm like, la 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 la, like, all the Aquarius.
I was gonna say.
And then, like, and then you're like, you need to get, like, all this shit done, and I'm like, okay. And then I sit down and I do it all, and then I'm like, LOL, like, I want to go skip around in the woods. Like, it's so interesting, the two sides of it.
Like, that's so polar interesting. Opposites.
No, seriously.
I feel like
I really feel the yin and yang in
mine. Definitely makes sense, because I feel like when I have, like, anger or, like, any, like, negative emotion, I can really use that to, like, motivate myself towards, like success in quotations. Like, I can really take the energy and, like, put it elsewhere into something.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's Saturn. So next is Chiron?
No. Oh.
What is it?
Uranus.
Oh, Uranus.
They say, like, Uranus.
Yeah, we were listening to some people, and they said Uranus. And I was like, why are you so afraid to say Uranus?
Well, because I feel like we're definitely saying it wrong.
That's how you say Uranus.
I feel like it might be Uranus.
Sound off in the comments. What are you thinking? I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm willing to say Uranus.
Chiron, it better tell us.
One sounds like
I would
P
just
and
have
one
to
sounds
find
like...
the Chiron. But
Yeah, do you want to just go in order? And we can just find the Chiron. That way we don't have to go and find it again.
You want me to go find it?
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah,
if not, if it's going to take a second, you're totally fine. Because it's literally Chiron and then Uranus. Or Uranus. Whatever. One sounds like you're talking about a butt, and then the other one sounds like you're talking about pee. So either way, it sounds fucking stupid.
Chiron. I forget what the Chiron is, too. And I've literally been, like, learning about
Chiron is the wounded healer. Who are these people that they keep drawing in this book? They all look so interesting. This one is just a guy. Like, he doesn't even have an emotion. Like, he's just like, hey.
Oh? Wait, like, why?
Can we not find it on here? Why won't they tell us?
No, because they literally do know mine.
I think I remember this last time we did this. Like, where it was like, we could not find the Chiron on here.
Because the...
Do you want to just, like, bookmark it?
What do you mean?
Like, we can come back to Chiron.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so let's just do Uranus. Or Urine. Whatever it's fucking called. So, Uranus. Or Uranus. I'm so ready to be done with this one already. It's the Awakener. This is a beautiful planet.
The blue?
Look how blue it is. Okay. Keywords. Chaos. Change. Vibration. Originality. Unpredictability, nonconformity, defiance, revolution, rebellion, higher mind, intuition, change and transformation, liberation, research, breakdown, genius, invention, technology. This is giving, like, so serious. Like, I feel like his face does greatly represent, like, it's it's so serious. Like, if this one kind of reminds me of Virgo in general. It says chaos, unpredictability, nonconformity, defiance, rebellion,
chaos.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
rebellion.
It's kind of giving Aries, honestly. It's giving like all over the place.
What does it rule?
Aquarius.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's yours.
It's kind of all over the place. Oh, mine's in Aquarius. Mm-hmm. Jesus, fuck. The Awakener. Okay. Exaltation is Scorpio, and then Fall is Taurus. Okay, what's yours?
Aquarius.
Oh my God, we have the same Uranus.
Of course we do.
I can't.
The one that we have the same.
Okay, so we both have, so I'm only reading one for this, Aquarius. Uranus and Aquarius. This placement wants to revolutionize humanity.
Oh, of course we do.
Securing equal rights for all. Thought processes are ingenious and could resort to terrorism.
What?
Me being like, burn the whole thing.
So this is us. We're going to try to save the world. We really want to change it, but if we can't, we're just going to burn it down.
We were kind of talking about this before. We're going to do a podcast episode on, like, if humans are either going to save the planet or ruin the planet.
Yeah.
But I think it's so funny because anytime, like, government gets brought up or they're like, what should we do? I'm like, just burn the whole fucking shit. We are at a point of no return. We cannot fix it at this point. We need to just burn the whole shit down. And that's my answer. Try to fix it. And I would say that is chaos.
Yeah.
And nonconformity and rebellion.
That's crazy. It says rebellion. Ours says resort to terrorism.
Yeah, it could resort to terrorism.
Thanks. It resorts to the worst thing that could happen.
Okay. Fun. Next is Neptune?
Neptune.
All right, Neptune is the visionary.
Does he look scary?
He looks okay. He has nice eyes.
Oh, he looks cute.
Yeah.
I'd say he looks cute.
Yeah, okay. Keywords. This is also a blue planet.
He has nice eyes.
He does. Look how gray they are.
Are they really both blue planets in real life? Because...
Are they just lying? Why would they lie?
We have 2 blue planets.
Okay, one's like a light blue and one's like a dark blue.
I just still felt like we didn't have 2 blue planets, but I guess we do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an astronomer. I believe it. Okay. Keywords. Unboundedness. Disillusion. Inspiration. Illusion. Ecstasy. Romantic love. Escapism. Enlightenment. This is fully like our...
This is the Delulu.
This is the Delulu one. This is like...
funny what yours is.
This is like fully like dream aesthetic, like making a vision board one.
This is so funny.
Glamour.
That's why he looks like that.
Mysticism. Addiction. Enlightenment. disintegration, impressionability, confusion, guilt, intangible, sacrifice, glamour. There's so many different words in there.
I like this
That
one.
is so fun, though.
This is exciting.
So this is, like, the
Delulu
aesthetic one. Like, aesthetic Delulu one.
Can you guess what yours is in?
Oh, God. I have to go through all
It's
the
something you mentioned earlier. It was literally just the description earlier when you were explaining a sign.
Is it Aquarius?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That makes so much fucking sense. That makes sense why I can't pick a fucking aesthetic. That's why I have 12. That's why I'm like, oh yeah, like you'll catch me looking at like traditional goth, like from the 90s.
I don't like mine.
And then wait, what's yours?
Capricorn. That sounds so mean.
Wait, it could be good though. Okay.
It sounds like I have a boring aesthetic.
No, wait, Capricorn's okay, wait. No, wait. Wait, what's mine again? Aquarius. Okay, so yours goes first. So Capricorn. This placement wants to shape inspiration. The delusion, not the word delusion being in it, the delusion lies in worshiping the false gods of materialism and culture that seeks success at all costs, where the end justify the means. Because Capricorn is the money one.
Struggle.
You fully have, you fully have said to me, you're like, if I'm not rich, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she must be living such a stressful life.
Like, I pick money over love, money over anything, money over anything at this point.
This is so iconic. This is so accurate. Like, oh my God, that read you for fucking Bill. I'm kind of scared to read mine now.
No, don't be scared.
God.
Mine's the scariest.
Mine's shorter. Okay, mine says, this placement, Aquarius and Neptune, or Neptune and Aquarius. This placement aspires to humanitarianism and has a vision for a better world. The danger lies in confusing ideologies with rational thought. Confusing ideologies with rational thought. You have a lot of
these. Like the saving the world.
Yeah, but so do you. You have like the...
That's literally why our podcasts are like...
so interesting.
Same topics. We have the same brains.
Yeah.
Same like
it makes
ideas,
so much
motivations.
Sense. Where it's like, I wouldn't be able to explain that, but then when you like look at the planets and where they are, it's like, oh, that makes...
Well,
that was scary. Yours was
mine
like
lies.
That was scary. A lot. That was very.
Is mine a delusion though? Like no.
But, yeah, not you being like. Well, it doesn't have to be, but I think it's like the dreaminess of it, the vision of it,
and how that's literally my everyday thought. He looks so scary. Why is he Pluto?
Next is Pluto, which is no longer considered a planet, but it is the planet that rules my sun.
French man.
So he does look French.
Wait, how do you know what rules my sun? Oh.
I like...
Wait, what? Oh, Pluto rules Aquarius?
Mercury.
Mercury, yeah.
So, Pluto rules Scorpio.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah. Wow, Scorpio, I was so stuck on the Aquarius.
Scorpio only. So, the key words for Pluto are power, abuse, birth, death, rebirth.
Yeah, birth, death, rebirth. Because, do you remember when we were looking at our astrocartography and it was saying that when Pluto's passing through, that's where you're gonna have like a death, rebirth, like spiritual awakening kind of thing. All this is
I'm glad you remember that because I like forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Regeneration, elimination, taboo, pollution, transmutation, subversion, obsession, compulsion, the unconscious mind, decay, dictator, orgasm.
Oh, there's so many different thrown words in
religious religious conversation, psychoanalysis.
Why is this just random words all put together?
Although small and far away, Pluto nevertheless exerts a powerful influence. Thank you.
Oh, I love
Pluto. Is a planet.
So it is.
It is a planet.
You can't just say a planet's not a planet anymore.
I'm not even saying that because just because it's like it rules my sun sign. Before, I remember when it came out that it was no longer a planet, I was like, that's fucked up. Like, I was like, you guys can't just do that.
You can't just decide that.
They were like, it's too small. It's like a little ball of ice. And I was like, okay.
Who said that they could decide that?
You can't just say it's not a planet.
You can't just say I'm not a person.
It was a planet and it's still a planet. Okay, anyway. So wait, mine's in
Sag.
Oh, and yours is in?
Let's see.
Mine's in
Sag.
Oh, okay. So our Pluto's in the same spot. Okay. With Pluto and Sagittarius, humanity's idealism is intensifying.
Here we go again.
However, unworkable ideologies and old ways of being need to be confronted and transformed. Humanity's idealism.
So the way that we wish humanity
Idealism.
was, right? Idealism's like what we like a utopia, right?
Humanity's idealism. I think maybe, yeah, can you just... I know what idealism means, but in this context, it's like fucking me up.
Kind of like a utopia.
Idealism. Philosophical view that reality is immaterial. Idealism. Humanity's idealism is intensifying. However, unworkable ideologies and old ways of being need to be confronted and transformed. Okay, sure. Is that like us or them?
I think it's us.
My humanity's idealism is intensifying. I feel like this makes sense, but I can't even explain it.
It does, right?
I can't really explain it.
Dude, are we just gonna rule the world together? Or like, what's
what
the
it sounds
vibe?
like.
I think like that's what that means. Do you have Lilith next, or is that not?
I have
or the nodes. Do you have the North
nodes.
Node?
I have the North Node, yes,
Okay.
which is the life path.
Okay.
Okay. So keywords: life purpose, destiny, striving, evolution, latent potential, choices, growth. I feel like that's not very confusing at all. What is yours? I know
Say that one more time. Choices, growth, life lessons.
It's essentially like the life purpose.
Okay, all right.
Destiny, your destiny, like
which I can't even understand. Yours is in Leo. I'm not sure what that.
What that means? Yeah, like I don't know what that means. I'm excited to read it. But what's yours then?
Mine's in Virgo.
Okay.
Which doesn't sound fun.
Mine goes first. Okay. Leo, having a Leo North Node, the path of the heart. The soul is learning to keep an open heart, to be heart centered in all that it does. And to be empowered from the heart.
So this is like your
That's
life.
So weird. I wouldn't
learn.
guess that to be connected to Leo, but I feel like that makes sense for my path. Right. But I wouldn't guess it to be connected to Leo. If anything, I would guess it to be connected to Cancer.
Yeah.
But I do feel that. I very much feel like that is the journey that I'm on. For sure. Like leading everything with my heart. For sure. And definitely like, oh my God, I've really been working on that.
Oh man, I want to see mine.
I do feel like I have others too, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's definitely not the only one, but, yeah, I definitely think that's one is like my main. So for yours, it says the path of service. The soul is learning to be of service to others without the thought of reward, recognition, or validation. Oh, wait! I feel like we read this one last time.
About that, yeah.
Oh my God!
Shots fired.
Damn.
Yeah, but that's weird because that also seems like Leo. Because Leo's very like...
Yeah, that seems like Leo.
Like, Leo's very like, if I do something, you better recognize it. Like, you better, like, gas me up.
So, just to put things into perspective, for Cancer, North Node, it says the path is of nurture.
Which would make sense.
The soul is learning how to nurture and care about itself.
Oh, instead of, like, everyone else.
And those around it.
Oh.
Itself and those around it.
Well, I feel like they're really good at doing that for other people, but not so much themselves.
Well, maybe if you're a son.
Yeah.
But if you're, like, somebody else that has a Cancer, like, you might be really bad at that. So, I feel like your North Node is okay, like, what you suck at and what you need to, like, kind of get better at.
Yeah. Like a weakness.
Which makes sense that's making more sense that mine's a Leo, because I feel like Leo is the sign I feel farthest from.
Yeah.
Like, not, and that's
Virgo's not for me.
And not even in, like in a bad way. It's just, like, definitely, like, riffs that I have are, I talked to you about this, are usually with Leos. But I love Leos. I don't have, like, a sign that I'm like, I hate them. I love Leos, and I love Leo season, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not even I'm not even a summer person. Most Leos, like, my mom's a Leo, my roommate's a Leo. I usually have, like, little riffs, or not even riffs, but, like, just situations where I'm like, you don't get it. Or you don't get me. Necessarily, right? Or we don't get each other, not even in, like, a one-sided kind of way. Mm-hmm. Which has happened multiple times throughout my life, but I still love Leo season.
Yeah.
I love just, like, the energy of just, like, it's me.
But Leo's, like, one of those things where you can't drown in it. You just gotta, like, kind of, like...
Dip in it. And I'm able to, which is fun. Yeah. But I think,
I get lost and drown in
I think when people drown in it, I feel like the reason we don't have riffs is because of all the other shit around your Leo.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, it's, like, in your moon, like, whatever.
And I only have one Leo.
But, like... people with Leo suns, it's like, it's so weird because I get along with them really well, but there's always just, like, something that's off. Like, I can't even explain it. Just something that's off. Like, where I'm just like,
Like, something's
stop.
not right. Yeah.
But they're literally fire, and I'm
Yeah.
water, so it makes a lot of fucking sense.
I'm ruled by fire. Like, from my, like, overall, I'm ruled by fire.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. But you're not ruled by water.
I was going to say, I'm
overall.
definitely not. No,
I think you're ruled
Scorpio's
by
my
Earth
only water
overall.
sign.
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
think in my entire chart, if you look.
I think you're
But we'll
ruled
see.
by Earth. Does it have
Which
South
makes
Node?
sense.
Or no?
Yes, it does.
Okay, because I've never actually dipped into my South Node.
So if we look at the Gilf, it's like kind of the upside down. So this one's like this, and then
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one's
like
that.
a nose ring.
So yeah. So South Node, keywords: ingrained response, survival, innate abilities, compulsion, stagnation, and karma. Oh, this is South Node is the gateway to the past. So while
Shut
like
up,
your
because
North Node
both
is
of
like,
ours.
is it the same again?
No,
Oh.
but we have the most, I feel like, perfect ones for this. Very similar ones.
Oh my god.
I feel.
What is it?
Wait, say that one more time, though.
Keywords:
Let me sink it in.
ingrained response, survival, innate abilities, compulsion, stagnation, and karma. South Node is the gateway to the past.
Okay, so yours is in Aquarius and mine is in Pisces. And I feel like those are two very good signs to have them in.
Yeah. Okay, let's read these. Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius. Oh, it's right next to each other. Mine goes first, though. Aquarius, South Node. The soul has worked for the evolution of humanity, but must leave behind the tendency to rebel or to be different simply for the sake of being different. Okay, fair enough.
Don't burn the world down.
Like, literally. Okay, and then Pisces, South Node. The soul has merged itself in at oneness or dissolution. This must leave behind the pattern of victim, martyr, savior, and learn to discriminate, taking forward the knowledge that it is a part of the divine.
Oh my god, that's a lot to swallow.
Whoa.
That's crazy. That's a lot.
That makes sense. It's like, girl, stop trying to just be different. I'm like, fine.
I don't know what a fortune is. Have you ever heard of that? The fortune?
No. Is that in here?
I don't know.
No, I don't see it. So, wait, does it tell you on here where our North Node, what house our North Node is in?
Yes.
Because,
wait, this, right?
Yeah.
Well, but what's that?
Oh, wait, what's that? That's
what
different.
I'm not understanding.
I
Hold
actually
on.
don't know.
Oh, wait. That. I can't read Roman numerals.
6.
Okay, so yours is in 6.
So North Node, or wait, is that my North Node or South Node?
North.
North Node in your 6th house. The task is to give altruistic service to humanity by whatever means. The node may be learning through a health condition or a vocation. Not the chiropractic.
I was thinking that.
When I told you, I was like, I want to heal with my hands.
That's so weird.
That is so strange. Okay, wait, what's the South Node in?
It doesn't.
It does not say.
Oh, actually, maybe it does.
If you
Hold
like
on.
scroll, I don't know if it's like.
That's all it says.
Damn.
But maybe if I somehow. I wish it was like.
If we look at our actual chart, I think we might be able to see it, but also, like, I don't know if I can even read that. Oh, there's the chart.
But none of these.
I don't know how to. That's okay. At least we can get one of them. That's so interesting.
Oh wait.
And it's so weird because, like, I'm looking at these and I'm like, I always ask myself this. Here we go again with, like, the fucking analytical. But I always ask myself, I'm like, oh, am I connecting with it just because I was told this is my one? And so I started reading some of the others and I'm like, immediately, I'm like, no.
What's.
That's not.
I can't. What's mine? I can't read Roman numerals.
It's 9.
Okay.
9th house.
I have a lot of shit in
North
9.
Node.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 9.
Oh, shit. Okay.
It's
North
strange.
Node in 9th house. North Node in 9th house. The soul is on an internal quest for meaning and must align with divine purpose. It's weird because it's like it just said that. It just said that in like the
I
specific
have to be a shaman.
in the specific one that we read.
A guru. I need to go to Bali.
We have to go to Bali.
Girl, if we don't go
That's
to Bali
crazy,
together, I
you know.
think that's the place
I wanted
we
to go
have
to Bali for
go.
yoga teacher training.
I think Bali,
That'd be
what
okay.
was the other one on our world map that we
the one in
Bangkok.
Oh
We have to
yeah,
go to both
dude,
of
that's so
those.
scary. I don't know. I'm scared of Thailand.
Okay, well at least Bali.
Okay.
Like we have to go do some healing shit there. I was trying to find our Chiron. This is pissing me off. Because is Chiron on there, right?
Yeah.
Why can't it just fucking say it? Why can't it just like... I feel like it's like hidden.
When we did look on your map and see if you can see it, because I feel like when we did it, we saw it there.
Okay, hold on.
Because I feel like
know
we definitely looked it. We looked it up. Yeah, we looked it up. I think the last time.
I feel like it was in Virgo, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just guessing. There's just like so much, and it's not like the fact that I have to dig through all this. Oh, your Lilith? Is there a thing on the Lilith?
I think there should be. I don't know if it's going to be in this like chunk though, but I definitely have heard about Lilith on like TikTok.
Yeah, but I don't exactly know what it is.
Aquarius, these are all of the things themselves. The zodiac, the natal chart. Oh, it teaches you like how to read it in here.
Really?
I think so. Or I don't know if it's teaching you, but this looks exactly like the thing where it has like these steps.
Oh.
Descendant, house cusp. Medical astrology. Lilith. Ascendant, descendant. Oh yeah, what's our descendant?
What?
What's the descendant?
Does it say it?
It should be like DES. Like ascendant was ASC and descendant should be DES.
I don't know what the hell all this is, but...
Wait, go back up. Wait, go back down. Oh, okay, never mind.
What's your descendant? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Like, mean?
Oh, it says interaction, awareness of others, partner, contact, projection, urge for relationship, intimacy, commitment, and cooperation. I want to know too. Why is it not saying everything? Guys, maybe don't go to Astro Cafe if you're trying to find all of it. But if you're trying to find the most of it, you can find it there.
Descendant. No, I know this is on here too. Because I literally... Ugh. A brief pause while we...
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
I can't even find, like, Lilith in here. Compatibility chart.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool to look at.
Women.
But I also feel like it's so much more than that.
This is kind of confusing because there doesn't...
confusing.
There doesn't... Not to be...
oh, my God. You know what they need?
Not to be hella woke, but this is kind of, like, heteronormative.
Yeah.
Because if you're looking at, like, it just shows you men and women compatibility with each.
it's not very...
It's not super helpful. You're telling me a Cancer and Aries are going to be good together?
No,
Fucking, I disagree,
really
bitch.
Exactly.
I disagree.
Well, I can't freaking find it. I'm trying to look up how to find your Chiron. Oh, you can put it in this calculator.
Oh, okay.
Chiron calculator.
We need to do it with... Well, I was going to say with Lilith, too, but I can't even find Lilith in here. Lilith is on there.
Oh.
Why is Lilith not in here? Who is she, then?
Who is she?
Like, what? Guys, it's this book is so thick, and it's just not, like, it just doesn't have everything.
Dude, what is going on?
Me getting mad because it's just, like, there's no Lilith. But I'm like, it sounds so cute. Like, I want to know what it is. We have to look up our descendant and our Chiron.
This is being irritating. It's making me... everyone. Okay. Okay. Calculate Chiron. Mine's in Libra. In the 11th house.
Okay. Okay, let me find it. Libra in the 11th house. Libra in the 11th house. Okay. It was right before Uranus. Oh, here it is. Okay. Libra in the 11th house. So, a Chiron in Libra. Wound is in the relationship with others or oneself.
Why did we read this before?
We did. Healing comes through reconciling the needs of the self with the needs of another. We never did mine, though.
But, like...
Wait.
How did we...
And it doesn't talk about, like, the house. Wound is in relationship with others or with oneself. Healing comes through reconciling the needs of the self with the needs of the other, with the needs of another. What is the theme of Chiron?
Okay, here. Do your...
The wounded healer.
Or
So Chiron keywords are woundedness, suffering, fragmentation, paradox, dilemma. So this is essentially where you're wounded. What does mine say? Sorry.
Fill in your thingy really quick.
I'll fill in mine. Did you hear yours? What do you think?
Yeah. No, I definitely heard that before, and that definitely makes sense. I don't know how we found mine before. It was somewhere on my chart.
Because we were looking at the astrocartography, which showed it. It was able to tell you, and so we just looked it up from there. That's why I'm like, I feel like I want to look up our Lilith to find out, because I would just want to know it all. Like, I'm just so curious on what all of it means.
Because I've heard some shit about the Liliths. Like...
11 p.m. Wait, what? We're looking for 2 p.m.
No, it's so, like, annoying.
9 p.m. Why does it go from, like, the bottom up?
I have no idea.
Oh my god, that's scary. Okay, guys, my Chiron, place of birth. My Chiron is Sagittarius in the 9th house.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's see what that means. Chiron is Sagittarius. Wound may have been caused by a previous adherence to a particular belief system, or may lie in present life attitudes, such as closed-mindedness. Healing comes in mental reprogramming.
Oh.
Interesting. I mean, I feel like I'm already doing that all the time. So.
Alright, I'm clicking C complete birth chart because this might have our...
Oh, yeah.
What was it? Descendant and our...
Descendant,
Lilith.
and then Lilith isn't in the book, but Descendant is in this book, so I can read it off of here.
Ooh! It tells our Black Moon Lilith, too.
What the fuck does that mean?
White Moon Selena? This is, like, everything.
Who's
Juno?
Selena?
Like...
Okay. So for
Midheaven?
Descendant...
Okay. Oh, Descendant is in... Yours is in Leo.
Okay, mine's in
way
Leo.
More descriptive. Oh, wait. Yeah. Your face
okay,
astonished.
that is like true and untrue. So the keywords: interaction, awareness of others, the partner, contact, projection, urge for relationship, intimacy, commitment, and cooperation. So this is kind of like your relationship to others.
Okay.
And in Leo, a Leo descendant wants to be looked up to in unequal partnership, which has happened to me before, and I kind of liked it in the beginning, but then by the end absolutely hated it and never want to do it again.
That should be mine.
And realized that it was just like not fucking it.
Like,
because I was put up on a pedestal, and it wasn't even on purpose. Like, it wasn't even like I wanted it. It was like I was put on this pedestal, and I was like, oh, this is nice. My partner like looks up to me. And then by the end of it, I was like, there's a power dynamic here that I do not fucking like.
Oh,
like, I am not a fucking god. Like, don't treat me like that.
That's strange, though.
Like, I liked it for a second, but like I will never like it again.
It's strange that mine's not in that because I want to.
What's
be put
yours?
On a pedestal. Gemini.
Yours is in Gemini.
Do you need to know the house, or does that not?
No,
matter?
it's okay. May have more than one partner at the same time.
No, please, God.
Okay, wait. Let's
Why
see
is that actually?
Let's see if it says the house. No, it doesn't.
No.
Okay.
That's all it wants to say about me?
Yeah.
Wow.
It really doesn't say much about everybody.
What was the... Wait, you said Lilith is not in there?
No, not that I can see. Like, I flipped through the whole fucking thing and I don't see Lilith at all. Which is weird because I feel like I hear about Lilith all the time. So I'm like, why is it not
Me
in
too.
here?
And I can't even find it on here.
Or maybe there's another word for Lilith. And we're not thinking of it. Or we're not thinking of it. We just don't know
I
it.
don't know. Oh, wait.
Ascendant aspects. Oh, yeah. It does teach you how to read
Damn.
in here.
It doesn't say our Lilith.
Well, maybe what
Why
even
is
is
this
it? Because why does one say it and one doesn't?
No, it says Black Moon Lilith.
Oh, maybe that's the same thing.
Do you think?
Maybe Black Moon is what Lilith is. But I still don't think there's a Black Moon in here.
But
There's no
yeah,
Black
if
Moon.
we can't...
There's a Midhaven here. Do we have a Midhaven?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So Midhaven is what is visible, outer self, career, ambition, recognition, separation, extroversion, and striving.
Okay.
So what's yours?
Sorry, I'm losing which chart is which.
No, you're fine.
My Midhaven is Virgo.
Okay. It says your Midhaven gets there by hard graft, but may remain subservient.
Don't even know those words.
Subservient.
I don't know what that means.
I think
at
it's
all.
what do you mean by hard graft?
Hard
I know what
graft.
subservient means, but I'm like,
Yours is in Sag.
mine says fires off arrows but rarely targets them specifically.
Oh my god.
Okay. This is the perpetual student who never stops learning. What did I say fucking earlier?
Oh.
Fires arrows but never targets them specifically. That is the epitome of me having like 8 different hobbies all at once. I'm like, yeah, I crochet and I cook and I knit and I also do tarot and I like.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what Black Moon Lilith means because it sounds...
No, what the fuck does that mean? Guys, do you guys know what this means? What is an imium coli?
Oh,
What is this?
Black Moon is another term for Lilith, also referred to as Black Moon Lilith.
Is this on there?
Same as your Lilith sign.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe Black
Okay.
Moon is Lilith. But I don't know. It's still not in here.
Well...
Maybe look up, like, Lilith in whatever ours is and see what comes up.
Lilith and... So... Your Lilith, it says, is in Sag.
Okay. So much Sag. Like 5 different placements of Sagittarius.
Yeah, which is good. I love Sag. Meaning. Adventure. Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius falls in the sign of adventure, expansion, the search for truth. People with this placement have a strong desire to understand themselves on a very deep level, or alternatively, if they try to avoid self-reflection, life forces them to be more introspective.
Interesting.
I feel like that makes sense.
I feel like life forced me anyway. Yeah, that checks out.
Mine is in Virgo. Mine means...
Imam Koli.
Oh, mine didn't do a cool little thing like yours. Oh. Obsessed with what's good and what is wrong. It is extremely critical and analyzes everyone it meets if they meet its standards. I lost it. Hold on. People with this placement tend to have a logical rather than emotional attitude to life, even cynical. They feel misunderstood. It suggests that you are very sensitive. It is not easy to express yourself in a healthy way with this placement. You have high expectations both for yourself and the world around you. You want to be perfect and have a strong drive to live up to other people's expectations. People who have this Lilith sign were usually shamed as children if they did something that was not aligned with the expectations of their environment.
What the?
This placement can suggest strict parents.
What the fuck?
That's
How's
crazy.
it just like telling you? Oh, that's crazy.
That's
Oh my god.
crazy.
Do we have IC on there? Imam Koli on our birth chart?
What is it?
Imam Koli.
Let me check.
Coli. Coli or coli?
I was trying to see if yours also went in. You're adventurous, but you feel restricted. They often come from a background where they were taught a certain set of rules to be right and everything else to be wrong. There's a strong desire to carve out your own path. You tend to go to the extremes with this placement. That's you.
I definitely carve out my own path, but I was raised to carve out my own path. I was not raised with, like, this is wrong and this.
Crazy. What was I looking up?
I see. Coli or coli.
I see.
Coli.
Yes.
Oh, cool. So,
yours is in
first.
Gemini.
Oh, first Gemini placement. Okay, so for coli, it's what is hidden, inner self, roots, introspection, home, introversion, security, and origins. So it's everything on the in. So what's yours?
I like that. Pisces.
Okay, so Pisces and Gemini. These are, I feel like, odd signs to be in our chart.
They
for
are.
both of us. Like, Pisces is kind of out there for you.
I feel like I have Pisces stuff.
Yeah,
though.
somewhere.
Pisces I feel like Pisces are very intuitive.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Very spiritual psyche.
Okay, so Gemini. Likes having someone there to listen. Gemini communicates the family's concerns. Sure.
Sure.
I definitely like having someone there to listen.
Mm-hmm.
Pisces has great difficulty in distinguishing between self and the rest of the family.
What was it? One more time?
Has great difficulty in distinguishing between self and the rest of the family.
Like, I wish it went more into description.
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Family?
Like
I'm so
just
confused.
very, like, feels intertwined with the family. Feels like they have to
Yeah, I
be
guess.
like the family.
I
wish it
guess,
went a little
maybe.
more.
Yeah, that doesn't make all the fucking self. I mean, all the sense. Inner self. I'm deep within the solitude.
It does a little bit because, like, I'm, like,
Yeah.
so,
Mine,
like,
I also feel like
me
makes
and my
sense a little
family, like,
bit,
always-
but yeah.
me and my sisters always do stuff together, but I don't know if that's what it's, like, meaning or not.
Yeah, because this is like a hard time.
There is so many of this stuff, like, Ceres, Palace,
And not all of
Flawless,
this is in here. You know what, guys?
Fortune,
This is
Vertex.
called...
We might need to make a part 2.
I was going to say,
like,
this is called the Astrology Bible, but it does not have everything in it.
It doesn't, but it does,
but it does have a
lot.
lot in it.
There's probably, like, Astrology
Yeah.
Bible part 2.
Yeah, no,
But,
literally.
like, alright, so we're gonna, like, weigh out if there's a lot of more
Yeah.
information to, like, make a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
Because we definitely ran out of time, but we
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
were, like, going.
Yeah.
for
Let us know
most
what you
of the
guys
time.
think.
Yeah, and if you want us to hone in on, like, anything in particular, but I
Yeah.
think we, like, covered a lot, but I also feel like there's so much more to be covered.
Oh, yeah.
The more we're looking at it, the more I'm like, whoa, I don't see, like, half of this stuff. So we'll try to see if we can dig any of this stuff out and make, like, a separate
Yeah.
part 2 if we feel like it's, like, worth it.
Definitely.
But overall, yeah. Astrology Bible, you can just, like, get it online or Barnes & Noble. And
By
then you
Judy
can
Hall.
go to Astrology Cafe if you want or whatever. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you on the next podcast.
See you soon.